Okay, gonna go ahead and do my shout outs for Train Talk Thursday, episode 5. Bear with me, I got a little bit more of a lisp right now than normal. Don't know why. But anyhow, first one I got for you guys today is SRP Rails. He has 37 subscribers. He does a lot of rail fan videos, the full-scale trains and everything. And I met this young gentleman down here in Loudonville when we were chasing the Canadian Pacific D-Day engine. Nice gentleman and everything, and I really like his videos. He does a very good job, and so check out his channel. I think you'll like it. Another one channel that I really like is Wide World of Trains. If you guys have heard of it, you know why. If you guys haven't heard of it, they have full-scale trains. They put out videos a couple times a week or something like that. And they got 58.3 thousand subscribers. So I doubt that you guys haven't heard of them, but on the off chance that you haven't, you should check out their channel. They're pretty cool. And then Luke Towen. Hope I said that right. He has ultra-realistic scenery videos. Shows you how to make ultra-realistic scenery. And he has 946,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Congratulations, Luke Towen, or Towen, however you want to pronounce that. That's amazing. 946,000. Good job. I hope that sometime I will be able to get up to that many subscribers. I don't see it happening for a couple of years, but anyhow, those are the shout outs I got for you guys this week. SRP Rails, Wide World of Trains, and Luke Towen. And then we'll go from there. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the review of these two engines. These are the two Scale Trains Tier 4 Gevos that I told you about that were going to become DC. These were DCC in sound, and I decided that they just weren't loud enough for what I needed, nor were they loud enough for what I wanted at train shows. So, and that's really the only reason I buy sound equipment, is to have it running at train shows and be able to show off a little bit. But anyhow, I'll go ahead and start with the Norfolk Southern. If I can get the lights to come on. I guess I'll have to hold it back just a little bit. You can see the number boards do light up. The only reason the number boards light up is because I have them tied in with the headlights. But you can see there's a lot of nice detail on it, even for an operator series engine. I'll stand on the tracks in front of it and give you guys a good nose shot. Because I know the engineer, I know he's not going to run me over. Give you guys a nice shot of the side of it here. Go ahead and slide it on by the camera. Not much in detail for warning labels, but it's just an operator series. And then here's my sister's veterans unit, number 9581. Got the handrails and everything finally put back on it last night. Got a little bit of work to do, re-drilling the holes from where the paint filled in a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to back the train up and drive it out of the tunnel over here, so you guys can get a better look as to what I did for the headlight and number board lights on the NS engine. That way you can see I actually did get the number board lights to light up. They do not light up on a normal operator series locomotive unless you tie them in with the headlights. And that's the only downfall about Scale Train's operator series Tier 4 GEVOs. So, anyhow, and there go our tornado sirens. Nothing like running trains and having the tornado sirens go off. Yeah, first Wednesday of the month, or yeah, because I do all my filming for Train Talk Thursdays actually on Wednesday. That way it's done prior to Thursday. So yeah, first Wednesday of the month, they're doing their tests and everything. I'll go ahead and run these engines back out to the train. Show you a little bit more of the work I've been getting done. I got my platform painted and my crosswalks that I'm working on here at the depot. And then, bear with the mess, I got the outside of my street running train. I got the pavement pretty much up to the tracks. So all I got to do is the insides of it. I got a bridge there that I'm going to put a light on. And I'm going to look at maybe doing a little bit more scenery and actually extending the scene from the side of the KFC all the way over to the hillside there. So when the train comes through, I can zoom in and pan with the train all the way through into town. All right, the question of the week I got for everybody is, what's your favorite model manufacturer? Scale Trains, MTH, Athearn Genesis, Broadway Limited, regular Athearn, Bachmann. I doubt, but hey, to everybody, to each their own. So I'd like to know what your guys' favorite model manufacturer is. Mine's a toss-up. I really do like Scale Trains. I really do like Broadway Limited, but I've had some issues with Broadway Limited stuff. When it comes to detail, MTH and Broadway, you really can't beat them. But Athearn Genesis is really close. I really like my Athearn Genesis Norfolk Southern Veterans unit, but my Broadway Limited AC 6000, even though there's a difference there, one's DC and the other one's DCC smoke and sound, the Broadway kind of outranks the Athearn Genesis, just because it's got all the functions. So a better reference would be my Norfolk Southern Veterans unit by Athearn Genesis versus my Southern Heritage unit by MTH. There's really not much of a difference other than the Genesis has back ditch lights that do light up only in reverse. Whereas the Southern Heritage unit by MTH, the back ditch lights are on in forward and they're not on in reverse. I think they have that hooked up for DCC reasons. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys know. But that's my question of the week, is what's your favorite model manufacturer? And, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to show you a new method that I just, I don't know if did I learn it, figured it out, or whatever. Bear with me because I'm trying to do this with one hand. What I am doing is I'm body mounting my couplers. As you can see, the pockets don't look the nicest, but they work. I'll show you one of the cars that I did before, and you'll get a little sneak peek at the car. I have not revealed it yet. A MASH 407 7th car. As you can see, coupler height is just a little bit off, but the tanker car, it slouches just a bit. If I flip the 407 7 around, still just a bit off, but it's functional. It works and it doesn't have any issues with grades. And it's just a modified coupler pocket, or a coupler box. So I'm going to try to show you how I do this. And this will be the tutorial for this episode. You'll have to bear with me because my stupid glue is also oozing. So, trying to keep it from doing too much. First off, obviously, you just pop the trucks off. And then I'm going to use this car, hopefully, to hold my camera while I do the actual work on the truck. And I don't think it's going to do it. So anyhow, you'll have to bear with me because, like I said, I'm trying to do this with just one hand, and I might have to set the camera down. So the next step is to remove this axle here. And I'm going to have to set the camera down to be able to do this. It's super easy. But like I said, you just remove that axle and then you'll cut the pocket off. I use a pair of track cutters because that's what I find to be easiest. Well, I guess I can use that. It's not the easiest thing because it gets in my way a little bit. I'll try to show you. I come in on an angle and you try to get back far enough to where you can cut the pocket off without ruining it and without ruining the truck. And I've only broken one truck so far. So then what you're left with is the truck here that can be reassembled. I do not put them back on the car until I'm sure that the glue has dried, which doesn't take long. And I'll go ahead and do the other coupler pocket, being that I want to get them both done. Go ahead and cut that. Yet again, you're left with just the coupler pocket. Put the axle back on the truck. And I've already done 12 cars, so I know this is a tried and true method. Like I said, it doesn't look the prettiest, but it works, and that's all that matters. I'll set that down for a second. Go ahead and put my coupler back in. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and break that coupler. Oh, let's see. I need another coupler. I guess we'll use this one. Alright. One thing I can tell you guys is that if you don't know already, do not get McHenry style knuckle couplers. They aren't worth it. Alright, try to do this on camera. Like I said, I got a good glob of glue here that kind of oozed out a little bit, so I'm just kind of rubbing just a real little bit off on each part. And then I'll go ahead and start with the opposite side. And what I do is I use that center line on the car to make sure I'm roughly center. And depending on the truck, I do screw them in. But these trucks don't have the ability to screw the pocket in, whereas the other trucks I have do. But I'm just using the trucks that are on the cars that I am converting. That way I don't have to use trucks that I've taken off of other equipment, because I'd like to use those for spare parts and everything else, making scrap loads and stuff. Yet again, I'll use those 2 center lines, place the coupler pocket in place, try to get it as straight as possible, and voila, body mounted couplers. And granted, it's a knuckle and a horn hook, but I found a way to make the horn hooks work with knuckles. And I am also going to be upgrading to KD knuckles when I get the time, or when I get a chance to do so, in which case it won't be hard. All you gotta do is lift up on the peg, slide the old coupler out, put the new coupler in, and if the coupler pocket breaks off, re-glue it. It's no real fuss at all. So I'll show you with this one, because it's already done and dried good enough. I'll have to make sure I get the right truck, because this one takes different trucks. I guess I didn't cut the coupler off of the one, so I'll just show you the one. Put the pin back in the coupler. There you go. I still have to take this truck apart, cut the pocket off of it. We'll go ahead and put it back on, because it, nope, won't work. I'm gonna have to cut the coupler pocket off of it. But anyhow, that's how I body mount the couplers. Like I said, I've tried it on about 12 cars and they run perfect around my track. And they push, pull, whatever you want them to do, they do it just fine. Alright, now for the joke. Like I said, some of these are corny. So, why can't a engineer get electrocuted? Because he's not a conductor. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I do have more of these planned. I got, if I look at my schedule. Oh. I guess I have to do a little bit of research. The next episode's not ready. So, anyways, for now, this is Brandon Railway 6755 signing off.